Best walking shoes for overweight walkers. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I am a walking fool, not really a fool, but a walking lover. And I have tested tons. I've got tons of shoes to talk about the best walking shoes for overweight walkers, overweight women, overweight men, and some of the ones that I don't want you to spend a penny on. We will be honest here. I ordered a ton and I've been testing them over the last few weeks to give you an update. If you saw previously in my previous video, I had done an overweight women's walking shoe video and many men said, why didn't you do for men too? So we're going to be inclusive in this video and talk about those as well. But those shoes, I love them. This was one of my favorite pairs actually. And you can tell that they are well worn, well walked. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. If you got the reference and you're a 90s kid like I am. But if we don't know each other, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've lost over 93 pounds on GLP-1 medication the last almost 21 months. And I walk a ton now. I used to not be mobile. Well, I mean, I was mobile, but I didn't walk. And now I love walking Mr. Freddie, my dog. Let's dive in. All of the shoes I'm going to be talking about will be linked in the description link below on my Amazon shopping list. You can go ahead and check those out. And I was intentionally by design, a couple of ways that I've ranked these shoes is one, I wanted to be budget inclusive. I do love a good pair of designer shoes. I've got some of them here. I love designer shoes. I've got Gucci sneakers, more Gucci sneakers, Chanel sneakers. That's not budget inclusive and that's not helpful. For some people, just that's not in the wheelhouse. And so I want to intentionally by design to be ones that were price inclusive, but also worked. And I also knew that like Hoka's or those like $150 to $200 shoes, that's not today. If you're looking for a video that has those, that's not today's video. Today's video, I've tested really good price points with these and that I feel like they're affordable. They're also going to last you because I did that video on, I threw them over there, my last best sneakers for overweight walkers. I did that video like, I don't know, it was in January. So it was like 9 months ago, 8 months ago. And so I've gone through them. So I have to buy new shoes, right? And if I'm buying new shoes every 6 months-ish or so, 5 months, 4 months, somewhere in there, because I walk a ton in them and I use them. And so if I'm buying these shoes continuously for me, I want to buy a good pair that is going to last, but also recognizing I'm not going to have these for years because I'm walking miles, plural, in them every day. So that's kind of where I wanted to discern like where I'm coming from for my grading metrics. This is the number one shoe. Straight out of the gate, I've got several here. I don't know, I have maybe like 10 more to talk about. This one to me is the holy grail of shoes for both women. They have them for men too. So for men to be included in this list, I wanted to make sure for all of our overweight walkers on there, the best sneakers for obese walkers, or if you're hair quote overweight walkers, walking shoes in general, that would be inclusive. Why I like these. One, straight out of the gate, there is a ton of cushion. If you saw my last, there's so many shoes in here. And I'm a germphobe and I'm touching all of these shoes. I cannot wait to Purell my hands after like touching all these shoes. These were my one of my favorite shoes. I liked like the clog type nature of them. They're slip-ons and I still wear these for like car pickup line, but I don't walk my dog in them anymore. They are similar to these, different brand though, but they have that cloud foam on them that these have. Very comfortable. The other reason why I like them is to put them on to give context. The back of this sneaker, to compare it to this one, it's higher up, so it's easier. You can see, like, let me put these apples to apples. It's got that higher, not a tongue, what's that called? The heel. The heel is higher, so it's easier to put these shoes on, way easier. If you have trouble putting on these shoes on, then like these are much easier to do. These are brand new ones. I've been testing these, the same ones, but they're easy to put on with them because they have on here where you just slip it on. So it's like a slip-on. So simple, so easy. One of the reasons I love them. So if you have issues like back issues, for example, where you can't be messing with tying your shoes, these are great to be able just to kind of pop on, have easily. Now, if you want laces, I've got another where you're like tightening the laces. Some people like those better than like a slip-on version. These are great for a slip-on version with the higher heel on there. And then it has this extra tongue part too to be able to put them on if that's harder for you. I like these quite a bit. 10 out of 10 for me. And the price on them, They're very affordable for sneakers. Like they're not too much. They're in like I had them on sale actually last week on the Amazon sale. They're not on sale right now, but if you click on that link down below, they very well may be. They were like, when they were on sale, they were like $38-ish, price point around 42, 43. Uh, I'm happy with the price point with those for what the quality in which I'm getting. Love them. That is number one. Equally number one, so I have a tie, is then the laces version that's very similar to those. Similar but different. It has the lace tie on them, so these are great. If you're walking a ton, again, it's got that really soft, and I was gonna put videos up, by the way, of me walking in these sneakers, and I was like, you know what? I just rather tell you about them, of putting them on, walking in them. My feet aren't jiggly in them. I can tighten the laces on there, because I do have ankle issues. And so having the laces tightened, I also appreciate that. Same thing, the back part of the heel is easy for the slip-on component, and then that extra tie on there to be able to put your foot in very simply. If you do have back issues or putting on shoes can be difficult for you, this is a great choice. Or even if shoes can't be difficult for you, they're really easy to put on. But it's got that extra tremendous amount of foam right in here to make them a great pair of sneakers. Now, I wanted them in blue, but they've got a ton of colors. This is my second pair, but tied for number one. And so both of which, these, tremendous price point, like great walking shoes, walking sneakers. Next, these are slightly different. I've got two. These two to me are like tied for where are we on? Second and third place. They're nice. This foam is nice. I like them, but those are 10s to me because they're easier to put on than these because, well, this one does have the back. I take it back. This one is very similar to those because it has the higher back on them, but the front, it's different in terms of, make sure I'm pulling out the right ones. Yeah, it's different in terms of the toe. If you have wider feet, this would not be a good choice for you. And how I'm gonna do, you'll see down below on the link, it will have in sequential, it will be one list item, but it'll be in sequential order of what I'm talking about. So this is number 3. If you have wider feet, this is not a good shoe for you. Don't get these. Don't get these. I don't have wider feet, but these do tend to fit wider feet better. People in my free encouragement group, I had talked about these and they're like, oh my God, they're great shoes. Like we had one viewer who's a nurse and she works 12-hour shifts and she's like, I just wore them on my 12-hour shift and they were fabulous and they were better than my Hokas. So like, they're awesome. These are very comfortable though, and in terms of, and I wanted to get them in the tan because of like the Kim Kardashian neutral colors to have a pair to go with like a neutral tracksuit. By the way, I don't know if I like the neutral tracksuits. It looks like, I don't want to say what it looks like. It looks, have you guys seen that? Anyways, I'm trying to be fashion forward and with that. With the neutral tracksuits, I'm just having it. So anyways, I changed my tracksuit to the hot pink one, if you guys didn't see those. But I like wearing these because they're comfortable. And so I'm not gonna walk my like 6 miles, guys. I walk 6 miles one day every week. I don't walk my 6 miles in these. But these for like a mile, 2 miles, they're awesome. They're nice. These also are more like cross trainer type things as opposed to like walking sneakers, but still have that great cushion in them. They're on my list because they have the great cushion on them. They don't have that extra bump up in the back of the heel to put on a little bit more easily, but still super comfortable with the foam. Price point is phenomenal. They're cute. You can get them, by the way, they have them in like hot pink and blue and like a ton of colors. The world's your oyster. I like sometimes just having like a weight sneaker with them. And so these are also really, really nice choices. Now, one of the other ones, if you're looking for on-trend shoes, is these chunky ones. They're these chunky ones. These are what the young chippies are wearing. And so I ordered them because I was like, I want to kind of look like a young chippy too. And they're cute. They're cute and I like them. And I tried to walk my, 2 to 3 mile daily walk in them. And it did make my feet feel a little bit differently. So these are cute if you're wearing, like you're just looking for everyday sneakers, but to walk miles plural in, they were not as good as the other ones. Now, I like these. They still get my approval. And I like them because they're the white on-trend white color that you can wear that's super, I mean, you can just pair those with a lot of different outfits, particularly for fall and winter. These are awesome to have. And for the spring too, but and they've got the chunk part on them, and I'm almost 6 feet tall, so having the chunk I was a little bit nervous about, but they still they're great. They made my legs look nice. So if you're wearing them with shorts also, they're cute. They're cute and they're on trend and they're not the same price as those really, really expensive on trend ones, but I would not wear these necessarily for hardcore, like if for overweight walkers, these would not necessarily be my #1 pick, but they're still on my list because I like them. Because I don't know about you guys, but I do wear sneakers still just in everyday life. Most of the time I'm comfortable and I'm wearing sneakers just because I like to be comfortable. Now I bought these Sambas. These are the like one of the top Amazon sellers for shoes right now. And so for obese walkers and overweight walkers, these are cute. I bought the Akin, these ones also, different brand obviously, but for like half the price. And so they felt the same to me walking in them. Would I walk miles and miles and miles in these? No, but if I'm wearing a sneaker just for like 1 mile or to wear, like sometimes I just want to get 1 mile in and then go on my day. These are nice. These are a nice option, and they felt very comfortable. These were slightly more cushioned, but for the price difference of paying more than 100%, like the double the price basically, these are still a winner. So loved them, on my list, great price point, but not to walk the miles and miles and miles with. I go back to, I keep going, like my baseline comparison for these, I go back to these. They're really comfortable. The cushion in them is great. The back of the heel is great. I like the laces better, but that's me. But if you don't want laces or have to tie things, or maybe you have an elderly parent too, that's something to think about. We've been shoe shopping for a family member who can't easily put on shoes. These are also great. So they're cute, they're comfortable, but they're also functional to be able to get miles in. And so when I'm walking Mr. Freddie or on my 6-mile walk, 7-mile walk, 8-mile walk, I'm wearing these. And they feel great, 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 great. Now, I had mentioned earlier tracksuits. Apparently, I've become Tony Soprano. And I'm wearing more I don't know why I started wearing more tracksuits. I genuinely just like them. And these are the two. I mentioned these in my other fashion video, but they're the ones that are on trend. It's this particular one. The pink one looks kind of naked. That's what I was referring to when I was talking about the nude color tracksuit. It looks like to me people are naked. So this one, it kind of looks naked, which is why I'm buying it in black, but it has on there this cut with a tracksuit. It cuts in. Do you see how that cuts in like that? It goes like this. So it looks more hourglassy. It's somewhat deceptive, but it makes your waist look hourglass. I love it. And this is by, who's it by? Muroketti. I'll put that on the list too. That's one. And then the other one that I was talking about with the nude sweatsuit that I'm wearing, my pink one, is this one. And this is by, who's this by? Bess. It's comfortable. It's an oversized sweatshirt, but then the bottom, you see all these Mr. Freddie dog hairs that just went poof. And then the base, that's nice too for walking. Here's what, I want to be clear. I don't want people buying a bunch of extra stuff or buying like excess consumerism. But one of the things I know for myself is when I have a cute outfit on, honey, I'm going to walk. When I feel cute, I'm going to go do it. And so for walking, it's having a tracksuit. They've been on sale and there's been a coupon with them. I'm not saying today prices are always subject to change, but for like an extra $30 or so ish to have like to get me out walking miles and 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 miles, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's just me. You do you. I don't want anybody to superfluously buy excess stuff. But for me, it really does motivate me. I'm like, I look cute. I got a cute outfit. I actually like these shoe picks better than my Gucci shoes and my Chanel shoes. I do. I wear them more. They're more comfortable. They're cuter. I don't think, unless something fabulous comes out, probably something will like right after this, and I'll be like, but I don't think I'm gonna buy designer sneakers anymore. I just don't see the point. I like these better, substantially less in cost, and I wore those out. Like they have stains on them. I've tried to clean my sneakers, my designer sneakers. These are better. The $40 Amazon sneakers, I'm shooketh of how comfortable they are. So that's my pick. I've been walking around the block a ton with them. And I've had other high-end sneakers like those $150 to $200 sneakers. These feel the same to me, if not better. It's better because of the price point, and I'm gonna blow through them and have to buy something new in 4, 5, 6 months. You can wear them for a year, by the way. You definitely could. Those other ones that I showed you, those other, where did I put them? My ones from my last video, I threw them. Oh no, yeah, it was these. I still love these sneakers, and I still love them. Clearly, I still have them, and I could still get wear out of them, but they're not as comfortable once you walk in them. I mean, how much is 2 to 3 miles times a half of the year? How many days is that? Let's just, for easy math, 200 days times 2 miles, that's 400 miles. So it's hundreds of miles I've clocked on these. Like, yeah, they've gotten their use, and that these are much as comfortable, and other people have vouched for me too. In my free encouragement group, you can see on the threads, a lot of people have gotten them and have been like, yes. For people who do have wide feet though, like super wide feet, these would be a better pick, but still double check if you do have wide feet for walkers. The measurements they do, I'm pretty sure on that link that they give the measurements across, just to make sure if you have really wide feet. I would hate for you to buy it and then not like be happy with it. I always want, if I make a recommendation, I always want to, like, I'm sharing my experience, strength, and hope, and so I don't have super wide feet, but I do want you to double check to see if it would be applicable for you if you do. So men, making sure we're super, men, I've got your link down below too of the equivalents of these. They're the same. They have them for, because I was double checking for women and men, but they're men's shoes, but it's under the same branding house. Is that the word? House. And so I'll have my, I think I'll put them on 2 different lists. My men's, will I put them on? I'll put them at the bottom. Yeah, I'll put them at the bottom for men. So it'll all be on one list just at the bottom. So then that way men can be included too, because I felt so badly. So many of our men were like, why did you not include us? Peter, I'm looking in your direction. One of our Peters was like, why didn't you make a men's list? So these have men's sneakers on them. I have not tried the men's ones, but the women's, why would they not be? Like, I'm sure they're just as good. It's the same branding house or same sneaker, but intentionally made for men. So I hope this helps. It's been fun testing these. I'll tell you what, Mr. Freddie and I, Mr. Freddie says, thank you. He says, thank you, friends. He is grateful that everyone let him be on the walks with them to test them. So speaking of which, I'm going to go walk him now. Also, if you are interested and you are a compression sock wearer, okay, if you stayed this long in the video, I feel like you deserve to see this. I have my compression socks on. I'm obsessed with these compression socks. These are raccoons, but they have like flamingos and sharks, and I'll link those on my list down below too. They're super cute. I do walk with compression socks on because I've got my ankle's wonky. I've had like surgery on it, and so I like walking in compression socks, and so these are my favorite. And I've worn them now for months and months and months and months, and I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. They're so cute. Again, little things like a pack of socks for what, $8 makes me so happy. Gets my booty out there, clip clomping along. We're doing it, friends. We're changing our lives. And so I hope this has been helpful. If anybody's on the Zepbound journey, Mounjaro weight loss journey, WEGOVY, semaglutide, TIRZEPATIDE, these are awesome workout ideas and easy sneakers to use. So if you've made it this far in the video, your question of the day is, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? How many miles are you walking today? And 2, our emoji of the day is going to be a sneaker. If you've made it this far in the video, the sneaker is twofold. 1, it helps me to get to know you better because I care. And 2, I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thoughts. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shop and count my blessings because life is delicious. Everything will be linked down in the description link below. Just click that ... more button. I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye, my friends. Bye, guys.